Valley. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football.
Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Throwing Sellers. Finds his man. It's Ferguson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. From the 22 on first and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Sellers from the gun on third down. Caught. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And it's not a surprise on this first possession that they put the ball in the quarterback's hands and let him run it. This dude can fly. Palmer, I know it's the first possession, but sometimes it's hard to really understand how fast guys are until you see him on the field. It didn't look like they got it on that first possession.
No, David, we were talking to their defensive coaching staff this week, and they thought they had a good plan on paper to slow this guy down, but you're right, it's a different thing once you get out there on game day, and they're going to have to make some adjustments right now because you know this defense, I know it's early, but they're already reeling because of that guy's speed.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Duke Watson came over from Louisville. He made it to the end zone 4 times in their victory last time out while picking up more than 100 yards.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Burke. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Sellers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Watson. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Keeps it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Gamecocks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Outstanding return, gets it across the 50-yard line, and the offense will set up shop in plus territory when we start the second quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sellers, bringing the heat. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Wildcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing, Sellers. Right on the money. At the 45, on his way. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. The short hands. It's Watson. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Keeps it on 1st down. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the... and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Nestled just inside that right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
He wants to change this route. got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sellers rushes on him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Running the red zone, it's Baxter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the #1 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's Northwestern in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
After the touchdown, if they can get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Those Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me he's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Thanks, Holly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pass to 45. Might have a chance. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And that last completion left a mark. 3rd and even longer coming up. Here comes the heat. Looking for a huge play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Hauls it in. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll run it. It's Watson. Can't get him to the ground. Got room on the return. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Watson again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense blocking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. There are bitter disappointments in life, and this would be one of them if you have to try a field goal after getting the ball in this field position. 3rd and goal. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Into the end zone. Got it. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Got enough for the 1st. Maybe a crease. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
My goodness, you're backed up just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden you're...
Down the seam on the left. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a 1st down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Watson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the tight end. Keeps it on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Number 24 sets a kicker.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the side.
And here's the third interception of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Watson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble and throws.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Watson. Trying to take it back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wants to go right back downfield. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Watson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll do it himself on the draw. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They're working that left side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. They'll run the screen. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact. Breaks into the open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now on first down from the 30. Sellers. Here's a heat. At the 40, there he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Throwing Sellers. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll run it with Baxter. Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Snags it on the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.